Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Forever Factory. And I've got a lot of crap going on here that I need to consolidate. So I'll probably be working on that either between episodes or during next episode. We're going to take machines apart and move them around into configurations that make more sense and so on and so forth. The only thing I'm really not going to move is probably the mob farm. Maybe the water wheels. I don't know. Once I get biodiesel up and running, then the water wheels will not be nearly as important. So what the heck is with the... Oh, that's the liquid experience tank. Like, what are those green dots over there? How's this doing? Okay, not bad. I emptied it out a few minutes ago, so... But I went ahead and got the second refinery set up, which is right here. And I have a pump pulling from this barrel into here. We're actually producing creosote oil quite a bit faster with a second coke oven than we're producing the acetaldehyde. Which, that can be rectified as soon as we start giving all these machines more power. But second refinery set up here is converting acetaldehyde and creosote oil into phenolic resin. There it goes. You can see it on the tooltip up there. And that needs to be processed in a bottling machine with a metal press mold for plates, right? It takes a quarter of a bucket of phenolic resin per Duraplast sheet. So, because of how this works, I kind of set up a little ring here of conveyors. And you can barely see it happen for a split second here. If you look close, you can see it. Oh, okay, well, I picked everything up. I was too close. It spits out a full metal press mold, which you don't see until it's right over this dropping conveyor. Both items drop into the world then. Dropping conveyor puts the Duraplast into this drawer here, and then the plate makes its journey back and around. I could have made this a little more compact, but, you know, honestly, it's fine for now. And we're getting a good amount of Duraplast, which we needed for PCBs. Also, apparently, revolver speed loaders. Good to know. Is that the only recipe for that? Yeah, it is. Oh, the last time I made one of these was before Duraplast was a thing, so... But we need this crafting components to make circuit backplanes. Also, advanced electrical components, which we need for a few things. Just 5, including the railgun, though. And the railgun is a lot of fun. So one thing I want to do is, oh yeah, by the way, you can actually see through the Duraplast sheet, which is kind of cool. I want to have a home over here. Copper plate. There we go. We can come over here, go like that and that. We can get our circuit backplane. And this thing, we can use it to make logic units, which is something I really have not used before, but I've been wanting to. But in the pressure chamber with titanium plates and electrum wire, we can use it to make empty PCBs. I turned all my electrum wire into wire coils. Oh well, we just have to make some up real quick. And this is silver here, yeah. Oops, okay, I'll just get more. I went and did a lot of ore processing between episodes as well. Because, well, God, those things are burning up quick. There we go. Making progress, but I mean, that's... Yeah, they, that there, though, is one of the reasons why I switched this coke oven over here over to doing blocks of coke at a time. You actually get an additional 500 millibuckets of creosote oil when you do it that way. So I figured, you know, do it by a block and be all good. Yeah, plenty more of those, but plenty of coke as well is the other thing. The nice thing about this setup is the bottling machine will hold on to... It's actually not holding on to it. That thing may despawn if this system ever slows down too much. If I was to... No? Still not doing it. It did it earlier before I had this thing hooked up with power, so it should have worked then. But it may only have grabbed it because there was already phenolic resin in here. I should have locked it first. There we go. Give me all those. Alright, are you done with the Electrum? You are. Wonderful. Let's go make some wires. And we'll put that away for now. Thing with wires is first we have to make them into plates. I have been considering making some metal presses from immersive engineering, which I probably will do after I get diesel power up and running. And then at that point, God, we're full again. Let me grab a couple of those too. There we go. At that point, I'll have extra power to burn for the most part, so I might as well go with the metal presses from immersive engineering. They require less infrastructure like that to set up, you know, the water wheels and everything else to run the metal press. And they should be about the same speed, but I can also make wires directly without having to have, you know, plates and then turn the plates into wire. Be able to do, I have 4 metal presses. I can do gears, plates, rods, and wire. Just look that up. We also have bullet casings, packing 2x2, packing 3x3, and unpacking molds we can run. Just grab these for now. This is more than enough, kinda, sorta. We need titanium plates. I have titanium. I don't think I have any in plate form, though. No, I don't. No, we're just gonna request 1 for now. You know, let me get like 4. Get 3 of these coming. Then 3 more of these. Go ahead and do that to that. Get 4 of those, 4 of those. And then we'll eventually need 24. And that's 2 more of each of these. 24 electrum wires. But, you know, we'll make it work. The logistics of getting all these things auto-crafted are going to be kind of interesting. Especially when not using AE2. Okay, got all those. Let's go grab our Electrum and get those turned into wire so I can just run all the recipes through at once. It's still there. It did, okay, it is making extra sheets, so everything will be fine as long as I keep this stocked up with coal. Let's see. As soon as that coke oven runs out, I might have to make a new metal press mold. I could get around that by having it feed into a hopper and then the hopper feed onto that belt, though. There we go. I need to get a sugarcane farm up and running, too. Sugarcane. I could probably do bamboo as well with Create fairly easy. I've never actually bothered, but there are a few things that bamboo would be useful for. One of which is actually a possible building component. Haven't decided yet or not. Yep. So, well, we're at 28 wires. Whoops. Need 24. Oh, well, we have extra Electrum for in the future. All right, and in you guys go. Now, next question. We need 3 bars of pressure. We're at 2.6. You guys are still running back here, right? Yeah, you're still cooking. Okay. And this thing does lose pressure every time it moves items into the system. So right now it's going to be no valid items. Add air pressure. Yep. Okay. So what are my other options for compressors? Right. We have a liquid compressor. Max pressure is 5 bar. Okay. Advanced liquid. Max pressure is 20 bar. There is a solar compressor. Manual compressor. How bad is that to make, actually? Not terrible, but you need a compressed mechanism for that, so... If you're going to do that, you might as well just do this and make 2 of them. Then there's the advanced air compressor, which we just need the advanced pressure tube, but I need these machines up and running first for it. All right, let's look at this liquid compressor, right? Air compressor, leather, tubes, tank. Okay, that's not bad. Do you happen... Right, so we have this wonderful info tab, but it doesn't actually show you the available fuels tab. Okay, well that's cute. And let's look up kerosene, right? Yeah, we can turn it into gasoline inside of the thermodynamic processing plant. But yeah, the tab does not show up at all. There is a block heat property, but apparently you can freeze kerosene into ice. Doesn't seem right, but okay. I'm using a mechanism tank here because you can put these into bucket mode by holding shift and scroll wheel. And you can scoop liquid straight out of the world. So I'm trying to get rid of this thing. This hole I've got. So let's go ahead and do that again. Yeah, hold shift, move your scroll wheel. See, it says bucket mode off, bucket mode on. When it's in bucket mode on, you cannot even place it in the world. So all of a sudden you can't place it. You might have hit shift and scroll wheel by accident. Okay, I can get 4 more buckets out. Oh, missed a source block here. Okay. Move it back. Go a long way around the machines, apparently. And place. Yep, filled back up to 16 buckets of crude oil. We are processing it relatively quickly. How are you doing? 2.7, okay. Do I have any compressors left? I might. Because I did loot. Oh, yeah, I did. I looted quite a few. Let me try to make a liquid compressor then. Of course not. Not the fastest way of crafting everything, especially when your terminal's a decent distance away from your storage, but still a whole lot better than trying to manually gather all the ingredients yourself. All right, let me double check you here. Okay, which of these is probably whatever side I hook it up to is the pressure output. So, am I going to need a fluid hopper though, or can I bucket straight into you? That is a question, right? I can bucket straight into you. That's awesome. And 15 liters per, or milliliter per tick. 10 milliliter per tick. Okay, so this is 50% more, or not, I wouldn't say more efficient, but produces 50% faster. This has a speed upgrade, and it's doing the same, so. Are you? Yeah, you're on your last one already. Dang it. But even with the speed upgrade, the burn time is the same between all the compressors. And you are taking your sweet time, aren't you? This is quite a large volume to fill up, honestly, and I am running a vortex tube over here at the same time. And recharging my Amazon tablet, which is taking a decent amount of power as well. And you can see here it says I have a fluid area designated. It's because I was selling gasoline for emeralds. I wanted to sell off kerosene. Here, let me get a bucket so we can... Yeah, 7, 5... Yeah, I have extra kerosene right now, so we'll just shift right-click. And it's got to be the bottom block there. That is the, quote, controller for that tank. And... Okay, nope. Yeah, it is kerosene I was selling, right? So we'll sell like... Okay, I can sell 3 buckets for 1 emerald. All right. We're going to see the drone come on over here. Going to grab some kerosene. And there it goes. At times it is fun to mess with the drones. You know, have them go into a blocked off area, and then you find out the damn things can teleport. It's a little disconcerting the first time it happens because they make the Enderman teleport noise. Oh, we're up to 11. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. What are some other things for you? Okay, the only actual crafting recipe is the speed loader. Induction smelter for backplanes, and then the advanced electrical components. Or like, yeah, electronic components. So you need vacuum tubes, aluminum wire, and Duraplast for. Okay. So I probably don't need a ton of them, but it's literally made from basically energy and some coal coke. And byproducts from making coal coke, which, considering, you know, how important steel is, not that bad of a deal, really. 0.9 bars now, okay. It is filling up quite a bit quicker than it was. Definitely not as fast as I would like, though. Flux compressor is a thing, can't really use it, though. And the thermal compressor. Temperature differentials on opposite sides of the block to compressed air. High temp block on one side, low temp on the other. There's no cross connection from north-south to east-west. Okay. Well, 2.95 bars. Okay. Are you... Yeah, you're still in your first bucket of gasoline, too. That's not bad. Alright, so if I want to make the assembly stuff from Pneumaticraft, we need 1 finished PCB basically per piece. We also need pneumatic cylinders, which are compressed stone and compressed iron, and then a good amount of plastic. Then more compressed iron, and in this case, red stained glass, which is kind of unfortunate. Assembly platform is kind of the same. Hey, we just got them. Sweet. Well, it made one recipe worth. There it goes. Another recipe. I think it made them all now. So it should be spitting them out here. Yep, right there. So now we have 12 of these. So now I can either run them through the assembly, which we don't have, or through a UV light box. This little guy here. Should not be bad. Because one of the important things we needed is the PCB blueprint, Which apparently was a quest I was waiting on, because I bought that a while ago. UV light box. Huh? You seriously want me to have a bucket of phenolic resin? This quest. Isn't it enough just just having the sheets? Alright. Explains why that I didn't get a quest complete whenever that triggered. So yeah, UV light box. Alright, let's go get that made up. Alright, so and we're going to need 3 redstone lamps. This is why you always put your glowstone in a compacting drawer. That way you don't have to actually make the blocks for crafting with them. The mob farm is actually doing good on glowstone and redstone now, too. We're getting enough witches that it has not really been an issue over there. Alright, we have our UV light box. Remember correctly, yeah, it's the backside is where we have to put pressure in. You know what? I'm just going to slap you in here. Then we're just going to give you that. And you can set the threshold to whatever you want. That is the percentage of success whenever you run it through etching acid. And apparently you can only put 1 in at a time. That's fine. I prefer just to spend the extra time and air pressure to get it to 100%, so I don't have to worry about it failing. I mean, if it fails to etch, right? Failed PCB. Then we have to run it through a blast furnace of some flavor, and then we can re-etch it in the UV box and try again. So it's not the end of the world, but you know, spend a little extra time and just have it do it on its own. Etching tank, though. That is our next thing. We need this guy. All right, well, what are we missing besides the tank? Because I know we're going to be missing that. Slab and bricks not found, and that is, they are the brick variant. Okay. Okay. There's our walls. There's our slabs. I'm gonna need to make barrels, aren't I? I think I'm finally, yep, out of barrels. One thing I wish is you could mouse over this item here in your little crafting thing and hit R to get, recipes. That would be very handy. Oh, no, you don't. You be leaving my treated wood alone for this. Okay, yeah, I don't have any oak slabs, is why. Which at least it was smart enough to realize that, hey, it's not going to work. All right, and boom. Sending 9 sets. Send you back. Nope. Yes. Sending 9 sets. Screw it, I'm just making a bunch of these tanks. Feeling I'm going to be needing quite a few of these in the future, so, well, the tanks themselves, not necessarily etching tanks. That's right. I made it to this tank. I didn't make it to that tank yet. Only thing I wish the system could do would be nested crafting, which I'll be able to once I get the automation stuff set up. But that's going to be pretty far down the rabbit hole before I get access to all that. Okay, I do not believe this needs... Yeah, it doesn't need air pressure, but it could use heat, but doesn't require heat. You don't happen to produce heat, do you? Etching time 150 seconds. There we go. However, if you apply heat, it has a chance of using the fluid. Now, you're still not done. You're at 71%. You're still on your first bucket of gasoline. That is... Those burns through a block of coal before that first bucket of gasoline was gone. Yeah, I should probably switch over to these liquid compressors. They seem to be much better bang for the buck. Oh, here, you give me that then. You can go in there. You're not going to produce what? 22.5? Yeah. That works for me. You're sitting idle and waiting. You are still running just fine. So you're running better than fine. Your temperature is not dropping below 100 C now, which is perfect. It's a steadier production of oil byproducts. 79%. All right, well, in the meantime, I guess I can get some fiddly bits done here. Whoops. Do that. Get some more electrum made up. You know, I've got this alloy kiln over here. I'm just going to use this for now until, at least until the fuels are used up. Arc furnace is great for later game. Right now, it's just kind of a waste of power, and I'm burning up electrodes I don't have to. You have a bucket of phenolic resin in you. All right, sweet. Means I can do that. And there's my bucket. Now I have to get the stuff back into here. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. Give me this for a second, would you? Thank you. Now, can I throw you back here and have you face the right direction? No. No, I can't. Wrong button. There we go. Wrench time. There you go. And now you can have this wonderful thing back and keep making these Duraplast sheets that I'm not going to need this many of for a while, but oh well. Tree farm. Go check my tree farm. Oh yeah, we're full again. Yeah, I really need to get a few different things going, like especially the mob farm and the tree farm. I need to get those set up to automatically be dumped into storage. Get some void upgrades going, so that way, whenever, you know, I get, like, I think I'm set at 32,000 oak logs is my max size right now. When I get over that, then it just voids excess and so on and so forth. Probably should get a bunch more farms going as well. Have them all coming into a main storage system. Which, this is probably going to be it, and my base is going to grow around this storage system here. Hopefully. Can I have a lever? Actually, no, what is it? I thought we had... Is it merged with Decor now? The creator of Engineers Decor, Wile Coyote, also makes a Redstone Gauges mod. RS Gauges, I think is what it's called, right? Yeah, it's not in here. Has all sorts of wonderful buttons and switches and everything else that looks really cool. Plus, have the different features you can use on top of it. I don't have it though. Dang it. Alright, just give me a freaking lever then. I'll quit being picky and try to make it look nice. We do have frame block levers, so that is an option. I'm just wondering if I flip the lever on this. Oh god, it does shut up. That's awesome. Sweet. Kind of annoying whenever I'm running by it all the time. Are you done yet? 95%. Just made it slow down once it started getting more and more progress done. There we go. I'm going to need more redstone here soon, though. I'm getting a good amount of it from the mob farm, but I'm burning through it just as fast, if not faster. And yeah, currently I don't have any in here. I mean, we got the sugar, we got glowstone, glass bottles from witches, but no redstone. There are some thermal plants I can grow for that, though. I wonder if I can farm those with create. Here we go. Flux tooth is what they're called. A bottle of enchanting, which I can get. Red mushrooms, which I have. Redstone, and then phytogrow, which I need niter or niter dust. That is going to be the annoying part. Because niter is separate from nitrate, which nitrate is what I can get right now. Niter, though, I have to go through a pulverizer, which, yeah, it's a little ways away yet. Hey, look, we're done. Here, you can have another one now. All right, in you go. And it says 25 slots. And either success at the top or failure at the bottom, I think is how it works. And this etching acid here, as long as you don't heat this thing up, this really will never go anywhere. Which is kind of a cool mechanic. I really do like that. For sure, it's still rising good. As long as it doesn't get over 5 bar, we're fine. It is bar, right? Yeah. Just double checking. Yeah, I mean, bar is... When I was working with compressed air systems and everything else, at least in the US, we always used PSI instead of bar. I mean, our gauges would read bar, but it was always just under PSI. 1 bar is 1 pressure at atmosphere, or at 1 atmosphere at sea level, right? So if you're at sea level, surrounding air pressure is 1 bar. 2 bars is double that, and so on and so forth. I think it translates to like 11 something PSI at sea level, but it gets a little wonky once you start getting to higher numbers, I think. I don't know. I've only ever heard British people use it. They use stone too, so I'm not too certain about that. Hey, new daily offers are available. I don't care. All right, but we have our first... You've got... Really? Stupid thing. Quest book? Why can't you, like, mark a future quest as done? Or I've already had, you know, all this in my inventory. There we go. I'm just going to put this backplane in here and call it good for now. All right, so the Duraplast quest actually gave me some rewards. Nothing else has, though. You can take unassembled PCB, and then we need to go to a finished PCB, which this is really simple. For a PCB, this is not bad at all. Except for this part, but I mean, it can all be done fairly simply. Normally it required multiple transistors and resistors and all that fun stuff, so just to be a simple, you know, 2-item craft like that, it's not bad at all. Hey, look, we're done. That was a lot quicker than I thought. Still doesn't do much by itself. No, it doesn't. However, if I drop you into here, that is the unassembled PCB. All right, finished PCB. There we go. Boom. I'm out of electronic components, really? Do I have any transistors, resistors left? I do. Okay. Now, what was the other thing? Compressed mechanisms. Okay. Helps if you spell it right sign. There we go. All right, give it a second, and there we go. And that is our first finished PCB, printed circuit board. You frickin'. You're empty right now, good. There we go. And we got 8 of them and 16 lead coins for this. And then there was another quest, probably, yeah, here we go. No rewards for that one. But now we have 9 of these things, which means next episode, we'll be able to start making our assembly setup. Or at least the bits and bobs for it. And then that'll also lead us into integrated circuits. Laser a PCB into a bundle of smaller integrated circuits, then unpack. Right? Well, it says laser, right? Here we go. So we need the laser program. So we need assembly laser, IO unit, import, export, and the platform. And that'll make that guy. Then we turn that into 24. I'm guessing the unpacking works with by hand. Oh, by sawmill. Okay. See, there we go. Awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, signing out. Have fun.